Good afternoon, Bruce. Thank you for having me. Dustin Dobbs from the Employee Benefits Consulting Service. Appreciate your time, and we'll just hop right into this because I do respect your time. To begin with, I want to describe to you kind of the thought process that went into our decision-making process, and that was, first off, we wanted to consider the stakeholders that were being affected by this decision. So ultimately, you have your HR department, you yourself, and your individuals that you have working directly for you. They're going to be pretty well affected by this decision. The CEO, board members, shareholders, some of your current employees, as well as some of the smokers and non-smokers, the business relationships that you have developed currently and future relationships. I know you have a few relationships with some individuals in the tobacco industry, so that's something we needed to be extra careful around. The employees' families, as well as the community, and with the community, we described some of those individuals as being potential new hires. Now, when we was evaluating these stakeholders, we looked at them individually and collectively. So individually, we wanted to make sure that we came up with a solution for you, Bruce, that did not hinder one individual stakeholder too much. After we did that, we ran all of our solutions against that, and then we went into a collective or cumulative approach. Now, with that being said, we tried to maximize the impacts and minimize the negative impacts. So we weighed the pros and cons, essentially. And we did this, we developed this process through utilizing your personal ethics, your corporate ethics, as well as some of the law for guidelines, because we needed to make sure that we operated within that. So our proposed solution is to continue to hire individuals who smoke. We're not going to target individuals who smoke, but we're definitely not going to create a bias with that. What this is going to do for your company is it is going to allow you to still recruit the same quality as well as quantity of individuals. It'll also enable you to maintain some of the relationships that you have with your stakeholders, as well as maintain the relationships that you have with all of your stakeholders, because as a whole, the current regime has everyone exactly, that's not changing. But what we're going to do is we're going to incentivize individuals not to use tobacco. So how are we going to do that? Well, to begin with, we're going to sponsor a tobacco cessation class. These have been proven to work pretty well. We're also going to sponsor just different health programs within the workplace in general. What this is going to do for you, Bruce, is this is going to allow you to create a culture of health and well-being. And this ultimately, in the long run, is going to save you quite a bit of money through absenteeism. There's just so many benefits of having a healthy workforce. We're also going to place tobacco-related disease information throughout your workplace. And essentially what we're trying to do with every one of these is create exposure. Exposure and more exposure. This exposure will hopefully create that culture that we're looking for and enable your employees to make their decision to quit. Because we all know that you have to be the one who makes that decision. Something else that we're going to do for your company that I believe will really enhance your profitability, but it'll also allow you to keep really good coverage for your employees, a good benefits package, is offer a low premium, high deductible policy. Now, these are becoming more and more common in the workplace, so it should not cause that big of a rift throughout your company. So this is going to allow you to give the same base policy to every individual within your company, and that's going to be crucial. Now, if the individuals within your company decide that that's not a good policy for them, or they want something that can cover that high deductible, then we've chosen to go with a supplemental insurance as well. Now, we've went with Aflac. Aflac has a proven record of being a very good company, a very ethical company, and they're also a very financially sound company. If you have any questions about them, just let me know, and I can field those. But essentially what these policies do is they offer to pay for the out-of-pocket expenses, such as deductibles and other costs not covered by health insurance. Now, these policies will also be offered on a pre-tax basis, and that's going to save you some money at the end of the year on taxes by filing a Section 125. And they'll file that for free for you. So that's a pretty big savings in that as well. And that Section 125 is also going to allow you to save money for the company, but Aflac's going to help save some of your employees money by offering on a pre-tax basis going through the company. Now, Bruce, that's kind of the end of our solution, what we've decided that we think would be best for you. There's a lot of different ways to go about this, but I believe that this one fits your current situation, your corporate ethical code, as well as your personal ethic code to the best. It's going to utilize those to come up with this. So with that being said, again, I want to say I appreciate your time and ask you if you have any further questions. If so, please ask the individuals who are representing our company at your location. Thank you, Bruce.